There isn't much more time left until the altcoins in this video explode. And when they do that, they will never, ever be at these prices again. You'll be saying to yourself, if you decide to hold off for a dip, I wish I just took advantage when that no BS crypto dude told me to. So these coins here are going to, I believe, react the most and the fastest when altcoin season happens. And it's going to happen, and it's going to be very, very explosive, guys. We have about $232 billion to go from where we are right now in the altcoin market to get to even the top of the previous cycle. And if I zoom out here and take you way up to where I expect us to actually go, the true final market cap of the altcoins, it's going to be about $1.5 trillion, which is a 1.2, almost $1.3 trillion market cap gain. And we are so far off alt season, guys, it's not even funny. Bitcoin and Ethereum right now are doing their thing. They're moving up and they're gaining interest for people to get into crypto. Large caps have seen a little bit of success so far because of their general proximity to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right now, we're on a bit of a dip, which is fantastic, which is why I'm making this video. But ultimately, we have so far to go yet. Many different metrics and indicators show this, of course, like the alt season index. You can see here, we are around and still in, I believe, Bitcoin season, which is good, by the way. We don't want alt season to happen just yet because honestly, it's been not amazing, right? Alt season is going to find gains that explode areas in the market that are the most interesting, like we can see here, AI, right? The ones highlighted at the very, very top of coin market cap. So AI, the market cap right now is so tiny. It's at $38 billion. Again, if we go to 1.5 trillion and AI being a powerhouse in the real Web 2 world, just put the pieces together and realize that some of these coins with a 6 billion market cap like NIA might go to and exceed 100 billion for a short period of time. AI agent altcoins as well will do particularly well. Let's not forget about real-world asset coins. This area is only $34 billion in size as well. These large narratives, like coin market cap, and all of us understand to be the most powerful of the bull run, have total market caps that are literally under $40 billion right now. Now, in this video, guys, I'm going to try to run through as much as I can on these coins with their recent updates and why I truly do believe that these coins will never see these prices ever again. Not just that, but they are going to be the most explosive altcoins immediately upon this alt season starting. I know it's very tempting to skip through because you just want to see what these coins are, but trust me when I say, if you don't know the reasons why, you don't know what to wait for or what to expect, therefore you might be weak and sell at the slightest dip. We don't want that. We want to gain conviction and wait for the money to flow into these areas. That's where the big money is. Like trading, guys. I'm trading right now. I got an 8x on render a couple of days ago, and we're teaching people how to actually make money. Now, those of you who know me personally, who've been around for quite a while on the channel, you know I am not a trader. I don't trade. I do fundamental analysis instead. That's my thing. But in our trading group, I'm learning off our experts and making a crap load of money. I think my average multiple per day at this point is about 4 to 5x on my positions. This is incredible sort of stuff, right? We're making money, and so should you in a bull run environment. There's no excuse to you not spending an hour or two a day learning these things. Trust me when I say, guys, we got you covered, right? There's so much stuff we have to offer. All I can ask for is that you do this for yourself. 12 months, lock in, and do your best. The first pick today, and the one that I would really suggest you guys think about accumulating if you don't already have this, is none other than NIA Protocol. Now, wait, I get it. You're thinking to yourself, Kyron, hang on, bro. This coin is 6.5 billion market cap in size. This coin's got like 3 or 5x left in the tank, and that's about it. Well, I disagree. Like I showed you moments ago, this area that NIA is in, being an AI, layer 1, account abstraction, all these great, amazing areas, guess what? Its growth potential here is insane. It's in more than one area, but it's now entered an area that I think will allow it to launch up to 100 billion market cap, maybe even more. Now, not sustained, by the way, likely breach the 100 mil market cap range at its height and then go back down again. But nonetheless, I think it won't ever fall beneath $4 again. That's my prediction. $4 is the floor here. Now, of course, this is all contingent on a black swan event, something large happening out of the blue. But again, I think that even just going up to the previous all-time high over here back in last cycle, it's a 4x. So I believe it's a very safe 4x, as a matter of fact. But there is more to it. NIA is actually the #1 holding here by a large margin, by about 4% in the Grayscale Decentralized AI Fund. The #1 holding in AI, mind you. AI, what are we talking about, Kyron? NIA isn't really an AI project. Well, wait, this is the big news. They've been working hard here at bringing on 1 trillion AI agents into Web3, calling themselves the new era of the internet. Okay, now this has all been done recently at a massive sort of thing they've been hosting called Redacted. Now I'll get more into what Redacted is in a second here. AI agents is a massive area and narrative so far from what we have seen. And NEAR, now moving away from their dabbling, if you will, in the AI atmosphere, now fully engrossed in bringing on AI into crypto, but then going the next step and onboarding AI agents to do some pretty interesting things, like you can see here. Enable a whole bunch of things that we can use AI agents for to help us trade and to buy tokens and to enable cross-chain transactions and to do a whole bunch of different stuff. Samuel says, I should mention that now that Redacted is winding up, the entire NEAR protocol ecosystem in Web3 at large are about to witness the birth of key projects that will shape and influence the future of AI and DeFi. Okay, now what is Redacted? Redacted is a global convergence to help shape the future of user-owned AI and chain abstraction. So this pretty much means Redacted is a whole bunch of developers coming together, hosted by NEAR Protocol, to develop projects that hit the main areas NEAR Protocol is focused. Account abstraction, which means having a unified place to do everything and also allowing you to use AI agents on top of that to do anything you pretty much want all across the crypto ecosystem. They also got added to Coinbase's crypto top 50 or coin 50, which is pretty much like the S&P 500, but for the top 50 crypto coins. And also they just had Deutsche Telekom spin up as one of their validators as well. So NEAR Protocol undoubtedly, in my personal opinion, deserves a spot in everyone's portfolios. Not financial advice, I've got to say that these days, of course. For those of you new to my channel wondering why is he talking about large caps for, you feel late to the game. You feel like I should have been buying this back at like $1 billion or $2 billion market cap. Well, just hold on for a second, because every other coin on this list will be around or over $1 billion market cap, around that sort of area. And this is important because right now on this dip, we have a perfect opportunity to take advantage of the market. Why are you possibly flirting with a 30x looking for mid to micro caps when some of these large caps right now, if you buy correctly and wait and are patient, can give you a 10 to even 15x? Hell, some of these coins did 20x. I wouldn't recommend trying to 20x these coins, even though they could do a 20x, just because you'll be selling at a point where it's sellers versus sellers, highly illiquid. You don't want to get caught in that crowd. You want to be selling as early as possible, but who the hell is going to complain about a juicy 10 to 15x? Not me, that's for sure. Go dive into your micro caps if you really want to, but if you're new, I would say take advantage with some coins in your portfolio, like the ones I'm mentioning today. Now, the next coin is ASI, and again, you're probably thinking, oh my God, Kyron, ASI, this coin's in the billions of market cap as well. Well, it's at 3 billion market cap right now, but it's had a recent dip because of some unfortunate news. Well, it's not really unfortunate news, it's just news that people convey as unfortunate, but it's fine. It's still going to do well. I own this coin, and I own a lot of this coin actually. And again, I think right now a really good buy price is under $1.50. We're at $1.30 right now, but I don't see us going underneath about $1.20 again. And if we do, it'll be for a brief period. They just launched a new AI model that learns itself. You just throw it, for example, into something like Minecraft with no extra coding, and it will literally learn how to play the game and what to do itself, just like you and I would playing Minecraft for the first time, going from a beginner to an expert. This is one of the very first products. ASI, this global alliance of 4 different projects right now, Fetch, Ocean Protocol, Kudos, and SingularityNet have so far done together. The reason why it dropped down, which I have addressed here, was because they wanted to merge with a 5th project being Pal AI, and they kind of did a really bad proposal for the Pal AI community. It tanked Pal AI's price. ASI lost $1 billion in market cap, but they kind of went, let's not do this, obviously, and they kind of are moving forward separately now. So I think this is a big learning curve for ASI, but guys, we have 6 to 12 more months of this bull run left. We have so much more to experience. I think ASI as a project is going to do very, very well. Plus, they have one of the fathers of AI itself, Ben Goerzel, the CEO of SingularityNet. So big things coming, I do believe, and that's why I am a holder. Now, if you want a price prediction, I do think that this is one of the best AI projects out there, and I would say easily over $10 here. As far as how high it goes, well, that's why we have the price predictions of the private community. If you want my price predictions, join the private community. They're not just my opinions, they're also built on data. The only price predictions you'll find in crypto built on data. Coin 3, this is one of my recent acquired altcoins, and one I'm going to be extremely bullish on. It's Injective. Why Injective? This is a DeFi layer 1 focused coin. Now, we know why DeFi will be big, because it's always going to be big in crypto. This allows developers to create these applications, smart contracts, with, like you can see here, plug and play modules. They just pick which part they want to incorporate in their application, and it's very easy to spin up. You can see it's a very, very fast project. Transactions are glitching out over here. And the reason it's fast is because it's built on top of the Cosmos SDK using a type of consensus called Tendermint, which allows it to be fast, secure, but also connect to other Cosmos networks, which is very, very big. Now, in this case, the price I'm eyeing off right here is anything underneath $23. Now, it's $24 right now, which I don't think is that big of a difference. However, I must say, guys, we did call the other day when I bought down here at like 17 bucks. Again, that's why you got to be subscribed, is because we obviously play this stuff tactically. But I did say that on this trend line here, we will probably see a rejection before a continuation to the upside. Now, we haven't printed the third weekly candle yet, but so far we have rejected off this trend line. So that tells me obviously there is quite a bit of strength on this trend line. So we'll see how it progresses once we do print this third candle. But either way, the growth from here to the current all-time high is about a 2.5x. Do I think it'll exceed this? Yes, I'm aiming right now for over 150 bucks. I'm not going to give you my exact price prediction again. That's for the private community. And yes, if you're wondering, this coin is $2.5 billion in market cap size. But either way, Injective, as well as the other coins on this list, have been added to Coinbase's top 50 index. So this is a big tick. It's just going to give it more exposure. That's all we're worried about here, is more exposure. Now, these guys have also partnered with ASI, the previous project here, to bring one of the Alliance members' AI agents, being Fetch's agents, into Injective, which allows them now to leverage AI agents for DeFi purposes, for trading setups, anything you can possibly imagine. This is a very big thing, of course, because this just adds more value for Injective on top of already what it has. And my biggest bonus for Injective is their burn mechanism. They have all the fees that are generated on the network every week added to an account, and Injective's users get to bid on claiming this Injective, and their Injective is burnt and they receive the auction tokens itself. Last week, they burnt $295,000 worth of Injective tokens, and because the supply is fixed at 100 million, and right now all the tokens are in circulation, they're just burning. They've burnt over 6 million Injective tokens so far. Just think about that for a second, right? So bullish, strong community. Do I need to say more? Now, Ondo Finance is my fourth pick. Ondo's a massive play in my opinion. I just went even heavier into this coin today, which means, yes, I bought even more of this. And the reason being is because of what I'm about to tell you. This coin is going to transform crypto and DeFi more than they already actually have. All right. So if you don't already know, Ondo's somewhat sort of loosely partnered with BlackRock. They've also obviously partnered with Injective, Morgan Stanley, and a few others to bring some of these core new DeFi primitives, if you will, to the ecosystem. They've pretty much allowed DeFi to grow further than what we ever have been before. Now, you can see here, I personally think that we are going to go a lot higher than the current all-time high of about 70% gains from the current price, but I do think around 85 cents is probably a good entry level for this coin, right down to, of course, well, anything under 85 cents. But do I think we'll fall that low? Well, no, I think we won't fall any lower than 70 cents again. Now, at a 1.2 billion market cap, it's one of the smallest altcoins on this list in way of market cap. But Nathan here, the CEO of Ondo, tweeted this recently, a couple of days back. He said the next wave of RWAs outside of stable coins and yield coins, which is pretty much what most of crypto DeFi is at the moment, will be the same public securities you can buy at Robinhood or via on-chain rails soon with Ondo Finance Global Markets. What is Ondo Global Markets? Well, he made this post back in February of this year. This is why you have to keep up to speed with these updates, guys, because if you don't, all of a sudden, in like 6 to 12 months, you hear about this massive update with Ondo, you FOMO in too late and you get dumped on. But all the guys that know about this now, doing their research, like you are watching this video, have bought in months and months and months beforehand, and they dump on you. That's why I'm saying we need to know this stuff to gain conviction and to be able to sit and wait for these to happen, right? So what is this? Well, BCG predicts $16 trillion in diverse financial assets coming on chain in the next decade. Now, of course, we can pretty much verify this with just how much Larry Fink and BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world, is bloody pushing tokenization. But what is Ondo Global Markets? Well, Ondo Global Markets will provide a native access to traditional securities and associated exchange liquidity for on-chain investors and protocol developers. They're going to onboard basically the stock market, bonds, stocks, the whole lot, any security into crypto. When? Well, Q1 of 2025. As they say, Wall Street 2.0 is coming to Ondo. I heard a really great idea from my friend the other day where he said to me, if you think about it, this new wave of crypto investor are coming in here because of RWA, because of BlackRock, because of tokenization. And you pair this with the fact that it's kind of like the dot-com boom, and global liquidity is meeting sort of same expectations as well as that dot-com boom. So could crypto be experiencing a similar wave this cycle as the dot-com boom, and that main catalyst be real-world assets? If so, it looks like Ondo could possibly be a cornerstone of that growth. We could see 100 billion market cap for Ondo. I'm not kidding, guys. It could go insane. Also, Ondo's OUSG, one of their main products here, is going to be pushed onto many other different networks right now, which means the TVL is going to shoot up dramatically. They're bringing it to things like Aptos, Arbitrum, AVAX, Optimism, and Polygon. They also have been flirting with the Binance listing as well. They aren't currently listed on Binance, and we all know how big this could possibly be for Ondo's price. Now, ICP is our next coin. What is ICP? Well, it's a layer one focused on AI, but mainly focused on being the world computer. It is focused on literally replacing the internet. Basically, it's a direct competitor to Near Protocol. Essentially, Near Protocol wants to be like the sort of global computer for Web3. These guys want to be the global computer for the whole world. For this bull run, we're not concerned with feasibility. We're concerned with pumpamentals. Could it pump? And I think it will. Right? I think a good area to get this coin is between $8 and down. Now, we're a bit higher than $8 right now by about 50 cents, but this is all relative to your personal gains. I think ICP could go above a 50 billion market cap. No problems in my personal opinion with that. However, again, if you're looking for a 20x, 30x, this might not be your coin. From here to the previous all-time high, and by the way, I don't count this as the all-time high. This was a crappy launch over here. It's about a 2.5x. So yes, again, 4 billion market cap, that shouldn't sway you. It's got all of its tokens out in a fair way, at least as of right now. It's also one of the many coins added to the Coinbase 50 index. We've also seen here ICP have been stepping up their burn rate, like I posted on Twitter, a 63% increase in just 68 days. They've also done a whole bunch of new updates and hit a bunch of milestones to make their network faster and far better for developers to use. And again, they're tripling down on the whole AI narrative here. Like Dom, the founder, said, the AIX internet revolution is coming to ICP, self-writing sovereign web applications and internet services that owners can update. It's the narratives, it's the uniqueness of the project, the flavor, if you will, that gives you, the retail investor, the encouragement to want to buy it. I think ICP has that flavor. Now, Render is my next coin. Okay, this is a decentralized AI/GPU project. So it's DePIN and AI smashed together. They have had a massive update, guys. Massive. Probably the biggest update on today's list very recently. I want to bring that to you in just a moment, but they understand what to expect and how to attract the money for this cycle. Like many of these projects, they're not dumb, guys. They reverse engineer what retail wants, which is pumpamentals, and they obviously apply it to their project. Now, for Render, they recently reorganized their website here to be simplistic and more attractive to the average person. Okay, now I think the best price to buy this coin was under $5, which it was. Obviously, like the rest of the market, it's pumped up a fair bit right now, and I think this coin can definitely again go above a 50 billion market cap. I have got no qualms about that whatsoever. I just don't see us ever going beneath $4.50 again. Maybe we go as high as, even safely, I would say $45, if you will, which is still like a good 6 or 7x in the tank. I wouldn't look for Render for more than a 10x from this current point. Do I think it can go above a 10x? Yes, but you don't want to be fighting other sellers when you're trying to sell. It's horrible. I've been there and I've done that. It is one of the very few projects, again, listed on the Grayscale decentralized AI funds. That obviously is a very big tick as well. But this is the big news. The big news is that they are now working with Paramount. Paramount Pictures is using the Render network to create a film. Jules, the CEO and founder himself, said this: first official project created for Render with a major studio being Paramount. David Ellison is going to transform the studio. He gets all this tech to the core. So they're giving everything Render has to him to offer. We'll be able to talk about how we pull this off once it's out. So in a few more days, I believe. This is why you have to be tuned into the crypto market and plugged in, guys, because if you aren't, you will miss this. when the announcement comes out in a bullish sentiment, it's going to pump the project. In that case, you're probably FOMOing in at $10 or $12. We can't have that. We've got to be on top of it and locked in now, okay? You're crazy if you're not. Now, my last pick is Pyth Network. It's an Oracle play built specifically for Solana, but has branched out to a huge amount of other blockchains, offering so many use cases for developers. It pretty much allows them to have price feeds. It connects the Web 2 world to crypto and back and forth. For us right now, I think is probably a pretty decent price to get in, non-financial advice, of course. It's about 40 cents, which I would recommend as a top good area to begin dollar cost averaging. Again, not financial advice. But from this point where we are right now to the all-time high, it's about a 3x. In my opinion, this coin can go over $4. There is a lot of momentum in Pyth. And the reason why I'm so confident in that, one, you could say market cap's quite small. And yes, it is quite small, but mainly because it's got over 84 different blockchains connected to it, over 120 data providers. They've traded almost $1 trillion in volume, which is just insane. They have almost $9 billion in TVS, which is about 1/3 of that of Chainlink, which is very impressive, mind you. And they hold most of the addressed market on these major layer ones. And we also have a very extensive consumer ecosystem as well. All the derivative products, all the borrow and lending, NFT market trailer. I think this is a massive list, guys. It's a very new project, at least from the token launch. So again, a lot of momentum has been spawning here for Pyth, and that is why it is my Oracle play for this bull run. With that being said, everyone, thank you all for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below. These are the altcoins I am eyeing off right now before they launch. These are highly mimetic, highly sought after altcoins with strong communities. It's a matter of time before they do well. Take good care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.